Alright, hello everyone, and this is Nigel here once again, and today we are going to be talking about the Morbius movie, which just released. So I am a bit late as I saw the Morbius movie on Tuesday, actually, but better late than never, I should say, I guess. But as always, is if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Nigel verse. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. I like, comment, share, all that good stuff. It really helps out. Oh, and of course, the other thing, the big thing, not a professional movie reviewer at all. Just a man who enjoys a good time. And despite what critics may say, I actually did have a pretty good time with the Morbius movie, all things considered. Now, I can kinda, I guess, see sort of where they're coming from a little bit, but I still enjoyed the movie. So we're gonna get into what I liked and what I didn't like, all that stuff. So what I liked, I think Jared Leto did a pretty decent job as Michael Morbius. I like how it wasn't too like out there and zany, kind of like what he did with Joker, which didn't really work. It was a bit more toned down, a bit more serious, and I think it worked a little bit more for Jared Leto. Oh, and I think he did a pretty decent job. I think the motives of Morbius, at least in terms of the movie, really fit in with how Jared Leto portrayed him, and where he's kind of like desperate and everything, and he's been cursed by altering himself and his DNA to cure what he has and everything, and I do like that he tries to take it seriously. He tries to play a bit of a serious role, but it is still a superhero movie. The effects were pretty decent for the most part. I do like how they showed different effects for different things that Morbius can do, such as like the flying and the echolocation and everything. I think that worked out pretty well for the most part. And Morbius did look kind of ugly, but that's kind of how he looked in the comics as well. Oh, but I do like that. I feel like the villain, I do like how he's similar to Morbius, but it obviously different, and how Morbius indirectly contributed to how his friend turned out. Of course, the main villain is Milo, which was Morbius's childhood friend, and also had a like physical disability, just like Morbius. And when Morbius seemingly cured himself, his friend wanted in, but Morbius was like, "No, this is a bad thing because now I crave blood and everything." But he didn't listen, and how he pretty much used, and how the Milo pretty much used with his now enhanced abilities, pretty much to cause evil. Now the whole hero similar to the villain, stuff like that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like it kind of does work here, but uh, um, yeah. So it was pretty cool to see here. I do like how Morbius pretty much loses everything, including his love interest, Dr. Bancroft, even though it turns out she is still alive and everything. Uh, and I like how Morbius sort of plays off the other characters as well, where we see him interact with them, and based on the narrative and the way the story is going, we see how everything that's happening to Morbius is really affecting him and his relationship with others and everything. And a lot of fight scenes were pretty decent for the most part, I think. But as for what I didn't like about the movie, I think the main thing was kind of that post-credit scene. It was a little all over the place. Now, some people have cited that the post-credit scene kind of made little sense. It probably wouldn't make sense if you didn't see No Way Home. So, what happens is Adrian Toomes, aka the Vulture, ends up in Morbius's universe, and he tries to team up with Morbius to take down Spider-Man, and because he believes Spider-Man has something to do with it. what happened and then how Vulture ended up in Morbius's universe. And I feel like it was done with good intentions to show that different universes exist, because now we are in apparently the multiverse era when it comes to the MCU, multiverse saga, I should say. So far, the MCU has been split up into two different sagas: the multiverse saga and the Infinity Saga, which was the movies before Endgame. Now, which, speaking of which, I've decided, while I am still gonna look at all the MCU movies and review them and stuff for you guys, I've decided I am actually going to do my MCU retrospective on the Infinity Saga. So I want to do an entire retrospective for the Infinity Saga, and of course I'm still gonna, like I said, I'm still gonna look at the other movies and everything, the other MCU movies. But as for the Infinity Saga, I feel like I'm gonna talk about that in its entirety once I finish up. The last movie I have is Endgame, which is a pretty lengthy movie, so sitting down to watch it is I'm gonna have to find some time to find the 3 hours to just sit there and watch the movie. It's a long one, but but a lot of people have said it's a really good movie and it's a really solid way to cap off the MCU. So when I get around to watching that, I'll do that, and then I'll do a review for Endgame for you guys, and then I'll also do the MCU retrospective. When is that coming? Hopefully sometime soon. But back to Morbius, I feel like it was kind of muddled because while the end credit scene was supposed to be like Vulture is now involved with the Spider-Man universe, the thing is, Vulture went into Morbius's universe. Now, Morbius apparently is in the same universe as Venom, but with Vulture going from the Spider-Man's universe, and when I talk about Spider-Man, I mean Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and going to Morbius's universe, it just means Vulture's in Morbius's universe, and not necessarily that Morbius is in Spider-Man's universe. So, it's kind of muddled that way, and the fact that at the end of No Way Home, the characters get sent back to their previous universes anyway, it pretty much means either Vulture just went right back to his universe, or he's pretty much now shanghaied in Morbius' universe, because now there's no way back. Doctor Strange closed the rift and everything, which the Multiverse of Madness movie, another long movie, but it's still coming out, I believe, this month. I absolutely cannot wait to see it. I'm excited for this movie, especially because Sam Raimi is directing it. Of course, Sam Raimi directed the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. But I'm getting sidetracked once again. But I feel like that was a little bit muddled. And the other thing is that I feel like they could have explored the relationship between Morbius and Dr. Bancroft just a little bit more, or like they have a relationship where they're like colleagues and that, and she's helping him with everything. But other than that, they don't get as much screen time as I would have liked. They kind of try to shoehorn it in the end, like go with Morbius, go with Morbius. You gotta meet someone, gotta go with Morbius now. But I feel like if it was a bit more natural, I think I would have liked it a little more. But be that as it may, I still enjoyed the Morbius movie. I went to see it with my dad, and my dad, of course, is a very big fan of Morbius, the Living Vampire, so he was a big fan of the movie. Now, I do recommend, even if reviews say a movie is like bad, I say check it out for yourself. There's plenty of movies that people have labeled bad, but that I enjoy and that other people have enjoyed. They say, "Oh, critics don't know what they're talking about." Oh, this movie, he was great. This movie was fantastic. So I'd say make the judgment for yourself, see the movie for yourself, and come up with your own opinion. If you didn't like the Morbius movie, then you didn't like it. But that's the opinion you reached on your own. But if you liked it, then you liked it, and that's the opinion you reach on your own. So pretty much formulate your own opinion, and that goes with anything in life, is formulate your own opinion, make your own decisions, and don't like dislike a movie or something just because someone else told you to, but see it for yourself and see if you like it or dislike it. You may disagree with them, but Without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts not only on the review, but if you have seen the Morbius movie. And this week, of course, there is no System Shock Radio, no Sales from 11. That's gonna be week after, of course. It's on a bi-weekly schedule, but I am gonna be trying to do a different type of video this week for you guys. But without further ado, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace.